ready, cause this ain't funny. My name's Amy Z and I'm about to make money. Hi everybody, it's Friday, so we're going to talk about what's sold this week. I'll give you a good sampling of things that sold, just to give you an idea of maybe things that you could pick up in the future to sell in your eBay store because they are selling quickly or maybe not so quickly. You'll see as we go through the list. So starting right off here, this was a good one to start the week off with. This is a vintage 1967 growing up skipper Barbie doll, and she was controversial because you can see that her torso in the picture here, her torso is a different color of rubber, because what you do is you take her arm and you spin it around 360, and that well, she gets a little taller and her bust grows, so that's why she was controversial. She was the growing up doll, but I found her in that box of random Barbies that I just had for a very, very long time. So she actually cost me nothing. She did sell for $45, and that gave me a profit of $38.10. And remember, when we do these videos, when I say that's my profit, that's after the eBay fees and after I've backed out any cost of goods that might be involved, but this one didn't have any. So, and she only took 2 weeks to sell. So what that says to me is if I see a growing up skipper again and she works, even if she doesn't work, they still sell, just not for as much. But I will pick one up, and maybe you should too. Alrighty, this is a Pact. If you've not heard of the brand Pact, you should get to know it. And if you see it, you should pick it up because it always sells for me and it always sells pretty quickly. This was a gauzy cotton coastal dress. It's purple. I got it at a yard sale for $5. It did sell for $29. I went ahead and just accepted an offer because I'm in an accepting offers kind of mood this month. I want to sell this stuff. So I took an offer for $29, and that gave me a profit of $18.19, and that only took a week to sell. All right, last spring, I went to an estate sale for a lady who was an artist, and she just had a million of these things. They're called Shikishi Boards, and it's like a thick cardboard kind of a thing with art paper on it, and so you paint on these, and they have a nice gold edge, and the back is like a speckledy. They're just really pretty. So if you wanted to like gift someone a painting, you would give it to them on this, and it doesn't need to be framed. Anywho, I bought, I don't even know how many of them, definitely hundreds. So I'm selling them in lots of 10. I have different sizes. They're not all wrapped in plastic, so they are shiny brand new. I sold this lot of 10. I accepted an offer for $20, which gave me a profit of $15. And it did take a year to sell, but that's a long-term item that I'm selling. So Shikishi boards are, I mean, they're fine. They're not flying out the door, no, but they keep rolling in, so I'm happy with those. Alrighty, this is a vintage sun tea glass jar, and the recipe was on there, and it has a little spigot so you can dispense it right from there. We paid $1 for that at a yard sale. It did sell for $17. Again, I accepted an offer, and that gave us a profit of $11.97. And that one did take 5 months to sell, but you know, I listed it in December, and people don't make a lot of sun tea in December, so timing seems right to me. All right, this was a mistake. Back in 21. I purchased several pairs of these kombu sandals at Costco. They had them marked down to just $3, and I thought, well, that's a good opportunity. No, this is the final pair, which is great. Finally sold for $15.99, and that, let's see, my profit on that is $9.87, and it took me 2.5 years to get that money, so no, I'm not going to do that again. Ooh, remember these? This is the East Lake Teardrop drawer pulls that I got not too long ago, and I told you I was going to sell this pair in particular for $40, and I sure did. So I'm in these for 50 cents. They sold for $40, and it only took 3 weeks for them to sell, giving me a profit of $33.45. Okay, this one here, this one also is it's a long haul. It's a vintage Laura Ashley 2-piece, really pretty skirt, and the jacket had these poof sleeves, and I'm kind of a sucker for Laura Ashley, and I just grabbed this at an estate sale way back in 2022. It was only $4, so I was excited about that. But then when I got it home and really looked at it, it had a lot of issues. So it did take a long time to sell. Like I said, I'm in it for $4. It sold for $40, giving me a profit of $28.97. Took a year and a half to sell. But like I said, it had issues. So I will still pick up well, you know what? It still was a great profit on that. But if this thing would have been perfect, I probably could have gotten $80 to $100 for it. So, you know, look for flaws when you're picking things up, even though you're excited or maybe it's busy in there. Just look it over, make sure there's not stains and things like that. This one had some bleach stains on the skirt. So hopefully the person is very happy with it. Maybe they have worked it out. I'm not sure, but still not a bad profit at all for $4 spent. Okay, now Scotty dogs. These are, they're Chalkware and you hang them on the wall. They're from the 50s. It's a good MCM kind of piece. I paid for $1 for them at a yard sale last summer. They did sell for $13 and that gave me a profit of $9.01 and it took 7 months for them to sell. You know, I made some money, but I don't know if I'll do that again. Maybe it depends on the breed. I'm not quite sure, but I am a sucker for pretty much anything with dog. So I probably will pick something up like that again, but we'll see. Lesson maybe not learned on those. Alrighty, this is a Talbot's silk kimono style dress, and it is vintage. I got it at, I think, Goodwill. That one was $6.76, and it sold for $27, giving me a profit of $15.89, and it took 2 months to sell. Yeah, I mean, not the greatest, but it was pretty, and I did it. Okay, now this we talked about just maybe 2 videos ago. I picked it up at a yard sale. It's the Krups Citrus Press. Gosh, when I got that out of the box, it's perfect. It's perfect. So I did put it up at the top of what they were selling for at $65, and it did sell really quickly, only in 1 week. Whenever I see something Krups, if it's a good enough price for me to pick it up, I will pick it up because Krups seems to always sell for me. So definitely keep that in mind. You know, certainly check your comps and everything, make your smart decisions, but Krups is a good one, and I will continue to pick that up. Eileen Fisher, these were some linen shorts I got at a yard sale a few weeks back. It's just kind of perfect timing to sell those, I think. They were just $5. I sold them for $26, giving me a profit of $16.77, and they only took 2 weeks to sell. All right, this is another thing where I bought a ton of stuff. I was an Avon lady for a bit there. Not really, but on eBay I was. I bought, I think, a total of 10 of this particular one. It was an Avon TheraFirm cream. They were all sealed and new. Gosh, I mean, I paid $5.09 for each one. This one sold for $40, and that gave me a profit of $28.86, and that one just took 3 months to sell. And that's my final one of the TheraFirm. I had bought some other ones too, but they're all gone too. So that Avon deal worked out really well for me. Okay, Joy Mangano, Joy. I'm sure she's a lovely lady, but I'm not going to pick these up again. This was my last of the Better Beauty makeup roller storage things, and it was a whole cube of them, so that was nice. I spent $12. It was a 4-pack, and it came in a storage cube. They sold for $47. I took an offer happily, and the profit on those was $26.29, and that did take a year to sell. I would look at the comps at other Joy Mangano stuff. I just am not going to buy the Better Beauty stuff again. Never say never. All right, moving along. This Masuk, it's a knit shell tank, bright yellow. I was kind of surprised actually because it sold so fast. I spent $1.97 on this piece. It sold for $21, and that it took 1 day to sell, so I got a profit of $15.46, and that was the easiest thing ever. So yeah, Masuk for the win. And the last one we're going to talk about that just sold yesterday, the 15th. This was the Romero Brito, it's just a tiny little 6-inch plate. Got it for $1 at a yard sale not too long ago. I took an offer for $18, so the profit on that one is $13.62, and that one took 3 months to sell. Brito, I always say Brito Romero, but it's actually Romero Brito. I like his stuff, and I will continue to, whenever I see it, I do look at comps because it's piece specific, of course, what's selling. I am currently sitting on his version of Miss Piggy, and it's the cutest thing ever. I'm hoping I will sell that soon. Let's put that out there. I'm going to sell Miss Piggy. All right, so that's it for this week. I'm going to see you on Monday, and you're going to see what I picked up at sales this weekend, and I've already got some really cool stuff, some really interesting things. So please tune in on Monday for that one. I hope this one helped you with maybe making some decisions when you're out there sourcing, and I hope you find some great stuff this weekend. I'll see you soon.